Hi, this is Kristie Knight, psychotherapist and collaborative practitioner with What Would Kristie Do Wednesday. It is great to see all of you, and today we are talking with Ken. Ken has a great question. Let's listen. Dear Kristie, I can't believe how often I feel overwhelmed. It doesn't matter what I do, I can't seem to clear the head trash. It is so frustrating when I want to focus on one thing to do or one task, yet I'm all over the board. We've all experienced this, Ken, haven't we? Can you please just give me a few quick tips on how to clear the head trash so that I can actually be productive in my day? Sincerely, Ken. Well, Ken, I think we have all been through this where we just can't seem to focus. That head trash gets in the way, and we're thinking about what happened yesterday. We're thinking about what will need to happen later this afternoon, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And before you know it, we're unable to focus on our task at hand. So I've got some great tips for you, Ken, on clearing that head trash. And trust me, this is a skill you can use absolutely anywhere you go. The first thing I want you to do is to take a deep breath. Yep, that's often a great answer to many of our ailments, is whenever we take that deep breath, it begins to lower that heart rate, lower the blood pressure so we can think more clearly. Whenever the head is just spinning and we're not sure what to do or how to do it or when to do it, it's difficult to know where to even start because we become overwhelmed. So the first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath. The second thing I'd like you to do is to sit down and make a physical list of tasks at hand. Oftentimes we keep them in our head thinking that it will be easily recalled and we'll be able to take care of the task. However, what is actually the truth is the more we put into that brain, the more it feels like exploding. So what I want you to do, Ken, is get it out of your head. I want you to make a list of the tasks that are necessary for the day. After you make that list, Ken, I want you to number them in order of priority. Perhaps you're like me, and I put the very first priority to be the easiest, right? I want to get one done so I can check it off my list. After all, that feels great. However, I'm going to challenge that thought process. I really think I want you to start, Ken, with the most difficult task. Often, by the time we get to the ones we like the least, we have no desire to do them. So you're going to write your list, prioritize your list, and take another deep breath. Now you're about to plan your day. So the head trash is still spinning. Now I'd like you to take a walk. So there are various ways that you can clear head trash. The first is getting it out on paper. The second is exercise. A lot of times our exercise will dispel the extra energy we may feel because we're overwhelmed, giving us clarity in thought. The third way, and I tell you what, there are so many, I could go on for hours on how to clear head trash, but today I'm going to leave you with 3 tips. So the last one is my absolute favorite. It is meditation. I know, scoff, laugh, perhaps you think it's more complicated than you think. Or perhaps you think it's just not for you. You can't focus anyway, so how are you supposed to meditate? Well, let me tell you the power of meditation in just a few seconds. It gives you the ability to not only clear the head trash, reaffirm yourself in positive ways, but it gives you direction and clarity in decision making. It is mighty powerful, and guess what? You can do it absolutely anywhere with training. Typically, I prefer guided meditations. Guided meditations for me have been much more simpler than a meditation that is simply music. I'm not able to follow just the music. I find myself wanting to dance or, well, fall asleep. So that doesn't really help. So in this case, a guided meditation takes you through step by step positive affirmations or whatever's going on in your head that day, Ken. So I encourage you, download a few great apps on your phone that can be useful during meditation. Typically the ones that are topic driven are absolutely the best. And guess what? They only take a few minutes. It'll take some practice, that is for sure. But once you practice your meditations, you'll be able to do it very effectively. In fact, I'm able to use my meditation and fall asleep in 2 minutes, like that. That's how successful it's become. However, it didn't happen overnight. I've had to practice quite a bit. in order to be able to do that. It allows me to get power naps when necessary to boost my energy. It also can be used with head trash. Pick one that has positive affirmations. So Ken, I hope I've answered your question today on what would Kristie do Wednesday. So in order to clear the head trash, what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath, pull out a piece of paper and pencil or your phone and make a list of everything that's going on inside that head of yours. If it's a list of tasks, be sure you prioritize and start with the most difficult first. And finally, take a try at meditating. Meditating is awfully powerful. I'd love to hear the results. If you have a question for me, don't hesitate to send it in to my email below. Until next Wednesday, be real, be raw, and just be.